Hello, welcome to my presentation. Today I am going to explain about the solid fuels. In my previous lecture, we discussed about the energy resources. So, the outline of my presentation is definition of fuel, fuel forms, classifications of solid fuels, primary solid fuels, characteristics of solid fuels, advantages and disadvantages of solid fuels. In the definition of fuel, a fuel is an artificially or naturally occurring substance which often burning or reacts with oxygen and releases a large amount of energy which can be used for domestic and industrial purposes. That means the chemical energy of fuel get converted into heat energy, and this heat energy can be used for domestic and industrial applications. The substance classified as fuel must necessarily contain one or several combustible elements such as carbon, hydrogen, sulfur. Though sulfur is not considered as a combustible element, but it releases a large amount of the pollution. And next is fuel forms. Fuel forms are broadly classified into three types: solid fuels, liquid fuels, gaseous fuels. And there are two types of the fuels: primary fuel or natural occurring fuel, prepared fuel or secondary occurring fuel. Primary fuels are the fuels that are occurring naturally. Secondary or prepared fuels are the fuels that are the derivatives of the primary fuels or man-made fuels. If we consider the solid fuels, the primary fuel is wood and coal, and the secondary fuels are coke, charcoal, bricks. And liquid fuels. The naturally occurring liquid fuel is petroleum. And by distillation process, the petroleum derivatives are gasoline, kerosene, fuel oil, alcohol, benzol, shale oil. These are the prepared fuels. And third one is gaseous fuels. The naturally occurring gaseous fuels are natural gas, and its derivatives are petroleum gas, producer gas, coal gas, coke oven gas, blast furnace gas, carburetor gas, and sewer gas. In that, first one is solid fuels. Solid fuels, already discussed about the fuels, we are considering solid. So when we burn the solid fuels, it releases the energy, providing light and heat through the process of combustion. Means chemical energy of fuel get converted into thermal energy by producing of heat and light. Solid fuels are completely different from liquid fuels and gaseous fuels. Examples of the solid fuels are wood, charcoal, peat, coal, hexamine fuel tablets, wood pellets, corn, wheat, rye, and other grains. Solid fuels are extensively used in rocketry as a solid propellants. These are also used throughout the human history to create fire, and solid fuel is still in widespread use throughout the world in the present day. In that, the first one is wood. The most common used and easily obtainable solid fuel is wood. It is the oldest type of the fuel which man has used for centuries after the discovery of the fire itself. Wood fuel can refer to several fuels such as firewood, charcoal, wood chip sheets, pellets, and sawdust. The particular use depends upon factors such as source, quality, quantity, and application. In many areas, wood is the most easily available form of fuel, requiring no tools in the case of picking up dead woods or few tools. Today, burning of wood is the largest use of energy derivative from the solid fuel biomass. Wood fuel can be used for cooking and heating, and also occasionally used for fueling steam engines and steam turbines for generation of electricity. Wood is a vegetable tissue of trees and bushes. Wood has been the main source of the fuel until recent times as an account of relatively rapid growth and production and ease of obtaining supplies. Freshly wood contains greater content of water, which is 25 to 30%, and dry wood contains 15% of water content. The heating value of the wood is directly depends upon the water content. On the dry and ash free basis, the average compositions of the wood contains 50% of carbon, 43% of oxygen, 6% of hydrogen, and 1% of nitrogenous material. As a rule, the dry wood is very combustible and easily kindled and burned with long smoky distance. Wood is largely used as a domestic fuel. It is rarely used in industry export where smoke and dirt are undesirable. Due to its high flame emissive, it is preferentially used for space heating. The wood is converted into coal when burnt in the absence of air. Wood charcoal is obtained by the destructive distillation of the wood. The charcoal was widely used for metallurgical operation formerly. The major use of charcoal today is production of activated carbon, which find extensive application in decolonization and absorption of gases and vapor and recovery of solvent from gases and air. It mainly consists of cellulose tissue and lignin and less part of fat and tar as well as a sugar. And the second form of natural fuel is coal. Coal is a combustible black or blackish or brownish black sedimentary rock usually occurring in rock strains in layers or veins called as coal beds or coal resins. Or another definition of coal is it is a compression of wood for several years. Throughout the history, coal has been used as an energy resources, primarily burned for the production of electricity and heat, and also used for the industrial applications such as refining metals. Coal is the largest amount of heat for the generation of electricity worldwide, as well as the largest worldwide anthropogenic sources of carbon dioxide releases. The extraction of coal, its use in energy production, and its byproducts are all associated with environmental and health effects including climatic conditions. Next, coal passes through different stages during the formation of vegetation. These stages are enumerated and discussed below. They are peat, lignite, semi-bituminous, bituminous, and anthracite. And the first one is peat. It is the first stage of formation of coal from wood. It consists of huge amount of moisture and therefore it is dried for about 1 to 2 months before it is put in use. It is used mainly for domestic purposes. In India, it does not come in categories of the good fuel, but it is considered as a precursor of a coal, has industrial importance as a fuel in some regions. It mainly occurs in European countries like USSR 42%, Ireland, UK, Canada, Finland, Siberia, France, Germany, and Italy. Utilization of peat depends upon economical drying. Peat as such is only used as a local fuel and is not considered as an economical fuel. It mainly used by briquettes with other substances as a domestic fuel. So the applications of the peat are steam rising of thermal insulation, packing, gas purification, and soil conditioning. Russia uses its power generation as well as due to the shortage of coal. And the second type is lignite. Lignite also refers to be a brown coal as it is occurs in brown. It is an intermediate stage between peat and black coal. The moisture contains ranges from 35 to 50% and occurs at shallow depths and obtained by open cast mining. Because of large volatile matters, they burn with long smoky flame. And next one is semi-bituminous. Semi-bituminous coal whose properties ranges from lignite to bituminous coal and it is used for generation of electricity. They are harder and denser than lignite and it is occurs in black with dull waxy luster. And next one is bituminous. Bituminous coal is dense mineral black but sometimes dark brown used as primary in fuel in steam electric generation with substantial quantities also used for heat and power application in manufacturing to make the coal. Product of distillation is coal tar which is bituminous in nature. It is very easy to handle and good in heating values. These are widely used in the world for domestic, industrial, heat steam rising, coke and gas production and by product manufacturers. And the last type is anthracite. Anthracite is the highest rank and it is harder, glossy, black coal used as primary for residential and spacing. They burn with intensive local heating. Due to the smokeless combustion, they are used for domestic heating and its application in metallurgical purposes, naval purposes, slow combustion stoves, central heating furnaces, producer gas production, etc. And the formation of the coal. This diagram shows the formation of the coal. So, first one is peat. Peat occurs at less than 0.2 kilometers at 0 to 25 degrees centigrade. And lignite. And lignite occurs at 0.2 to 1.5 kilometers depth of burial and temperature is 25 to 40 degrees centigrade. And next one is semi-bituminous. Semi-bituminous occurs at the depth of 1.5 to 2.5 kilometer at a temperature of 40 to 75 degrees centigrade. And next one is bituminous. Bituminous occurs at a depth of 2.5 to 6 kilometers at 75 to 180 degrees centigrade. And the last one is anthracite. Anthracite occurs above 6 kilometers at a temperature of above 180 degrees centigrade. And this contains the coal ranks of highest is anthracite. And the properties of coal. The important properties of coal are energy content or heating value, sulfur content, burning characteristics, grindability, weatherability, ash softening. This table shows the fuel with different characteristics. These are the different forms of the solid fuels with moisture contents, volatile matter, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen and calorific value. If we observe moisture content, the highest moisture content is observed at wood and peat and the volatile matter is highest observed at 75 and observed as 75 for wood and 65 for peat. And the carbon highest percent observed in anthracite and the hydrogen is occurs less is 3 for anthracite and for nitrogen lessly is 0.7 for anthracite and also for wood 0.5. And if we take the oxygen percentage, anthracite contains 3% of oxygen and the highest value for wood 43.5. So when we take the calorific value, the calorific value is highest for semi-anthracite and anthracite. So a good coal should have low ash content and high calorific value, small percentage of sulfur, high weatherability, high grindability index, good burning characteristics. These are observed for only anthracite. And next one is coke. Coke is a fuel with different impurities, large carbon contents,